right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. While we do that, I'm going to go ahead and bring Coach Jay in here. I tell you what, I think I might have fixed the video issues that I've been having with Coach Jay while I was filing an insurance claim. I had a little time to fix some video issues. So give me just a second and we'll get Coach Jay in here. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Coach Jay. Good to go. Okay. Let's see if we can pull you in there. Let's see. This is gonna be a first. This is a first for sure. Let's go with. Hold up. We're doing this live. All right, Coach Jay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. There we are. There we have you. Coach Jay, let's do an audio and visual check for you.
I'll adjust it. I'll just everybody give me loud and clear.
I can't hear you yet. I forgot to turn on my speaker, but I got you covered. I got you.
Check. Should be able to hear me now.
There we go. There. And let's see if we can hear you.
Test 1 2. Check 1 2.
Loud and proud from my end too. And looks clean. Look clean, man. No blurriness
Looking pretty
yet.
Good.
Let's knock on some wood because usually it fades in and out. I was able to adjust some of the settings. And how are you? I heard you spilled some coffee.
Yeah, I did spill some coffee. It's decaf, so no caffeination, just for the taste, a little something warm to drink on. But yeah, I spilled it all over the place right before we got on, so I had to make another cup.
Nice. We both had our own issues today.
Yeah, man. How are you doing?
Own issues. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. We can take a minute to have conversation. I think I'm going to be mixing up the slow markets a little bit. I'm going to do more of like maybe some updates, some good conversation, a couple questions, and then we'll get to the analysis at the top of the hour. That will allow everybody to come in, and usually the viewers start to pile in there, and then that can eliminate some of the questions like, hey, did you review NASDAQ or did you review gold? And that might be a little bit better. But yeah, let's do this couple updates. And first and foremost, since you're in here now, and now we have that quality video coming in feed from you, Coach Jay. Let's do that Topstep risk disclosure. Welcome to Slow Markets, everybody. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA, and as always, with me on Mondays and Wednesdays, Coach Jay. Over there to my left, your right, and in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure in the YouTube chat right there. Everything we go about through tonight is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice, and yeah, not a signals class either. But I'm gonna keep monitoring your video. I want to see if it's corrected. We will see. I've been testing it out. I don't mind testing. Make sure we can refresh. We'll see. Yeah. Anybody, just so everyone knows, I was talking. I posted, and that's the advantage. That's the advantage of if you're following me on the Twitterverse or Instagram. I did post this. I tell you what, everyone's teasing me about my Honda Civic and not driving like a fancy car, Coach Jay.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, there's my Honda Civic. Not too much damage. Damage. And then there's the other guy. There's the other car. It's just like, no way. And this was like 10 miles an hour, man. 10 miles an hour. Went from little scratch on my Honda Civic to like totaling that Fiat.
Yeah.
And man,
have you ever driven a Fiat? I drove a Fiat in where was that? In Arizona. I rented one on Turo. My girlfriend at the time, we were out there and we like rented a car. She's like, "Oh, pick the Fiat." It's really fast, but did not feel safe on the road. I can say that we were definitely the smallest car on the road, and You lost to a Civic.
I lost to Civic. Lost to Civic. If that was a Lamborghini, that would probably cost me 50 grand. That probably 50,000. That cost me a small house to get fixed. But no, I mean that just buffed right out, right? That just buffed right out. I tell you what, that Honda was taking a jab, took a punch, and kept going. The funny thing is, we exchanged information, filed a police report, and I just drove off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The only bad thing was the airbag. The airbag was, it deployed. That's the only thing that hurt. You can see like my wrist is a little bruised up, but the airbag did more of the damage. I took a shot to the dome.
Hey man.
But other than that, I'm like,
you're like Iron Man, Dakota. You've taken a bunch of hits this week, but you keep showing up. We appreciate you, and glad to hear that you're good, man. Glad to hear both drivers are good from that accident. It's most important. Property can be replaced, but health over everything for sure.
100%, 100%. And now we're starting to get some traders in here. We got just getting about 800,000. But yep, I'm okay. Everyone's okay. First thing is always health. We always stress it. I put my body through a lot, man. I'm feeling my age. But let's take a look at these markets. How was your trading today, Coach Jay? We'll switch it over to your charts here in a moment. I'm going to do my top-down review now since we have more the traders going in. Let's take a look at this daily chart. And buy the dip. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. We had that 2-day dip Thursday and Friday. Monday, nice recovery day. We ran up and we tested these 350s. Yesterday, Tuesday, we came up and we had a nice red candle. Nice red candle. We actually tested these highs back here at the beginning of July on yesterday's candle, and then we just bounced from there. We're breaking out tonight. We keep hitting the highs. We're just rallying here tonight. We had a nice breakout. Do we see all-time highs here? I wouldn't be surprised. It was beautiful. Buy the dip opportunity. I was happy I was able to put some money to work this week. When we zoom into an hourly chart, you could see it. Nothing. I want to point out something very, very important when it comes to trading this type of a market. You see the normal market where we rally up, we have some consolidation and pullback, and you could basically do this relatively often, right? And this was not very volatile July, and it's summer trading, right? And now we are seeing that volatility pick up. However, it's the same market, right? And very much could we see this just go back and continue? Can we see the same rally, pullback, consolidation? Do we rally? Do we see some more of that pullback consolidation? And so that's what I'm expecting. We were making higher lows and higher highs. And so maybe we get back into that same groove, just like, all right, big sell-off, everything back to normal, making higher lows. Obviously, there it is, higher lows right there. This is an hourly candlestick. We made a higher high officially. And so honestly, it's no trade for me here in the NASDAQ right now as we're pushing higher. We either, number one, for me, I would wait for a pullback, or maybe wait for us to get to a major level of resistance and look for a small short opportunity. Now, shorting this market, I don't want to be holding into positions very long, just scalping it. But I could see this market keep going up into these upper 500s, maybe even 600. You can see there was a little bit of resistance on the way down. When we did start to sell off, there's that support and resistance level here around number 600. It was there again back on July 29th. And then, basically it's a zone, right? There's again there and then there again. So this looks like a very attractive zone up these upper 500s, 600 even, for this market to go to. I don't see anything in its way. We're already pushing higher. What are we at? What are we at for the day? We're up, a third of the percentage here in the NASDAQ. Sorry, I always have to do that to see the tab tell me what we're up. But other than that, that's all I'm seeing on the hourly. I'm going to zoom into the 5-minute, and then I'll pass it off to you, Coach Jay. Look, you can see in the 5-minute, same thing, right? We break out, have a expansion move, we consolidate, have a pullback. Tonight, we opened up all the way down here. down here around these 417s. We tried to break down, just buy the dip. We rallied up, consolidated, right? Expansion, consolidation, flagging pattern, and then we just broke out. And so maybe we just kind of, I don't know, just drift higher. I don't know. We had that expansion move before we got on air. Now that we're on air, maybe we consolidate. What are you seeing, Coach Jay, in the NASDAQ? I'll pass it over to you.
All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Pretty nice bullish day that we had. That we had in the NASDAQ today after that sell-off that we had yesterday. Right now for this session, I do have some bids in here at 23,462. Move them up a little bit, right around 465. Just looking to get in on some continuation of this move, maybe a little bit of a pullback from these 500s here. We have VWAP right now at 23,454. I'm assuming by the time we get a pullback here, if we get one, VWAP should be somewhere near the highs of this range. Looking to get tagged in on a couple of micros. My stop is going to be below the low of this session so far. So looking to get in about 3 micro NASDAQ here on a pullback. But yeah, on higher time frame, looking to the upside. Let's see if we can clear these 400s. These 500s. We've seen a ton of size recently on the books in the overnight session. Over the past couple of days, right now there is about 80 contracts sitting at 23,500. Giving us a little hesitation here. We didn't trade 500s at all. So looking for a little pullback to get in long.
Pullback to get in long. Yeah. I mean, I think that's all we need to wait. Just be patient. I had a conversation with Hoag this morning during fast markets, and that was kind of the same thing. The phone call I had with him on Friday was like, I know traders in the YouTube and online, they love to see us place trades in like the live accounts. Oh, why aren't you trading your live account? Place the trade in an account that matters. And that's just not the reality, where we have to prioritize good trading, better trading, myself included, better trading, being more picky, finding those higher quality setups rather than just trading for the entertainment of the internet. And however, it doesn't mean that we cannot talk about these markets. We can't talk about why. We cannot talk about, we can talk about these trading setups and everything in between, and then answer questions. So there's definitely an aspect of getting that entertainment value and the education value as well, and balancing it out, and then looking for trades. And it looks like you are now
long gold. I'm in long micro gold here as well. 34, 40, 60 long 3 micros in gold. We got to pull back to VWAP here. So I had some bids in at that VWAP. I may add to this position if we get a little bit more of a pullback to this range here, down to 34, 36s, but long gold currently.
Perfect. I like it. I'm going to switch to mine because I did take a trade earlier. I made that decision, everybody, that I originally said okay, I'm going to place all my trades on air, but then I'm like, that's wrong. That's wrong. So I made the decision it's okay for me to trade as long as I explain every trade. So what I did is on gold, I was looking at the hourly chart, and we started to break out of this, 38 level. So I got in long 1 contract, caught that nice little breakout, scalped it for $200. And I like the longs on gold. I mean, you could look at this, and we had that huge rally. Broke this downtrend all the way up. We started to consolidate. We're still making these higher lows, and we were testing, and it looks like we were going to break out. I still think that there's a decent chance that we break out. However, this is a strong resistance level. There's a major resistance here at these 34, 44s. You can see back here throughout the middle of July, once, twice, 3, maybe 4 times. This is an hourly chart, so it's a higher time frame. So there's a lot of resistance in this level, and you can see where we even hesitated on our way down at that level as well. Rejection. So I'm not surprised we're seeing rejection right now, but maybe definitely an opportunity to, like you just did, Coach Jay, buy the dip. Usually when we do break out, when we break out of an area like this, we see it all the time. I love these kind of trades. If you can't get in on the breakout, just be patient, wait. Maybe there is a retest. What was resistance might become support. And then if there's a nice reversal back down at this resistance level and looking for resistance become support, maybe there's a trade opportunity for a continuation like that.
Yep. I like that. Nice trade though. Nice trade. Up a couple bucks. How close are you to with this excuse me, with this combine challenge? How close are you to pass?
So yeah, good shout out there. You can tell your hosting skills, Coach Jay's getting up there,
I got
man.
compared to Stephen A. Smith today, man. I just got to carry the torch.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, we got to do that co-hosting one of these days. Would be that
next week for sure.
Next week for sure. Yeah, let's talk to Danielle, and we'll see if I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. Maybe when we get when the studio's built, that's going to be the funnest time in the world. Is like, okay, maybe I'm not trading. Maybe I am trading. When I'm not trading, we could just do some co-hosting, like that dodgeball meme I sent you that we're not going to tell anybody about until we bring up some of those memes live, right? But Baron and I, we had the conversation. The numbers, I don't know if I have a graphic for it. I could pull up a graphic, but it's had its ups and downs. Give me 1 second, and I got a graphic. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and let's do a hashtag slow markets in the YouTube chat. In the YouTube chat, there is the Twitter, the X. Do hashtag slow markets or just tag me in it. There is my Twitter. And then, of course, the Instagram is going to be pinned at the top. That's where I've been doing updates outside. When I'm not live, when I'm not on air, I've been doing updates through the social media. So it's like, okay, where's Dakota at? Where's where are you at in terms of the, what do you call it? The challenge, or are you trading? What's going on? And maybe just kind of a peek behind the curtains. So that's the main idea for that. I know you are on that, Coach Jay. Some of your content you're putting out was great, right? Very
Thanks,
educational. Man. I liked it. I think I hearted it too. Everything on there. But while I do that, I'm going to get the graphic. You want to give me an update on your trade? Do you care about the top of the hour, or are you just going to just let it play?
Yeah, so I'm watching that top of the hour. Coach Paul and I actually talked about that during at the buzzer. That top of the hour kind of bringing in some volatility. So we'll see how that plays out. If we do get the pullbacks to 36s, I may add to this trade. Right now, I'm risking just about $300 if we make new lows on the day. But I like this position on this trade. We'll just see how that volatility picks up. Again, my average price, 34.40.60. We're kind of hanging out at a little under break even right now.
A little bit at break even. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait until the top of the hour to see if we could get a deeper pullback on gold. Because I know gold likes to run stops, like push down to like 29 and then bounce. But I like your trade. I would even like adding to it, starting a smaller position.
Yeah. Demand good trade location, right? That was Hoag's message to Baron this morning. Demand good trade location.
Yeah. Let me get to a couple questions. So first one says, Dakota, can you open the voting back up? I never got to vote for you, please. So the answer is going to be yes. I believe there's going to be another opportunity to vote. Let me confirm that. With the team. But yes, there will be opportunities to vote. And another one says, you're destroying Baron. I wouldn't go as far as destroying, saying oh, you're destroying, because anything can happen, right? You look at my charts, and sure, I'm more than now, like, I've crossed the halfway line. I was up $1,000 during the New York session, gave it back, and had a scratch day today. But I decided to okay, I don't want to sit here and just go through as many combines. And so yesterday, I was like, I'm going to do two combines at a time. So I did two combines at a time, hit the P&L profit for that. So I'm like, oh, I'm seeing the market pretty well. Added two more and then did the last one. So I got all 5 combines again at the halfway mark, $4,500 worth of profit. Today was a scratch day. Today I'm up like $200. And so even though I might be ahead, right? Technically, it's not over. It's never over, and it's a marathon. It's getting to a live account. It's making profits in the live account. It's taking a payout in the live account, and so I am a firm believer that if I pass these combines, the the race isn't over, right? It's not over. Because I could still struggle in the XFAs. What if I blow out my XFAs and have to go right back to the combines? So you never know what's going to happen. Don't vote based off of just what you're seeing now.
I'm closing that gold trade. Sorry, Dakota, real quick. I'm gonna close that gold trade, and just wait for top of the hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would give
Saw some stuff I didn't like there. So
that would give me an opportunity. I'm going to get this graphic. I want to get some more information about that, I think. So just hold up a moment. What were you looking at on closing that gold trade?
So we had a ton of volume at the high up here that we saw a reversal from. So that tells me that there are some buyers up here, but that reversal kind of looks like a pretty strong reversal pattern that we trade often. So I'm just gonna wait, see how the volume trades when we come in. Took a little $10 loss there, which is not bad at all, just to get to reassess when some volume comes into the market. So
got it. Let me see if I can get this. I got getting graphics. Another question for you, Coach Jay. Have you seen a difference between how you trade in the New York session versus how you trade in slow markets?
100%. 100%. I think it's not a difference really in how I trade, because I take the same approach. It's the difference in the markets, really. I'm a volume trader. I'm a momentum trader, and for me, it's just a little bit easier to read that volume and set expectations for the outcomes of your trades and things like that. It's easier to do it in the New York session because that's the session I've was kind of trained to trade on. So it is a little different. I definitely take less size in overnight in the slow markets trades. If I'm trading my personal account, I think I was telling you the other day, I did get a little crazy, but I was in like a 20 lot position in the Dow. I would never do that overnight because it's lower liquidity. There's just, it's a different game a little bit. It's the same setups that I'm looking for, but it's a little bit of a different game. So I think I trade smaller and look for less during slow market trades.
Which makes sense, and there's nothing wrong with testing it both out just to see, okay, which one do
right.
what time zone do I trade the best? If you have the availability, sure, I'd say go for it. If you don't, because you have a job or other commitments, then you don't need to. You don't need to force yourself to trade when you don't want to. So I like and I agree with that. Here is that graphic. Remember, these numbers are not updated. These numbers are not updated. This is the one that I had from yesterday. So here's the three main milestones. Getting to a live account with the least amount of combines. So basically, first one to a live account, and once we get there, who did it with the least amount of combines, and then live payout. That's a big one, right? That's a big one. And then first one to $100,000 total payouts. So there's three big milestones. Anything can happen, right? I believe I'm now at 10. Baron is at 20. But the nice thing about this is it changes. It's going to change week to week. It's going to be a nice thing to keep on top of, see how I progress, see how Baron progresses, see how we go through these ups and downs. And everything's transparent. And me personally, I'm seeing a little bit of drama on social media saying, oh, you shouldn't be going through the combine so much. You need to be, slowed down. I'm like, technically, I've only blown one combine. It's just copied between 5, right? And
right.
So we need to understand both those perspectives of what that looks like, how go through it, understanding what copy trading is versus doing it with one versus going through 2 versus this versus that. And then what are the rules, right? What are the rules? How do we navigate this? What are your sizing? And yeah.
Dakota, when they gave you your coach's card, right, to say that you were a trading coach, did they tell you that you were immune to losses?
I wish, man. I wish.
Right. Did you get like the invincibility perk when you got your coach's card? You're immune to trading losses. Did that happen? Because I didn't see that in mine, so I was just wondering. Maybe I
We
gotta
are
sign a different contract, talk to a different person, maybe.
we are we are never immune. We are never immune to losses, no matter how long we've traded, no longer how good we think we are. We are always. I mean, I consider myself a safe driver, right? I wear my seatbelt. I could confidently say I've never received a speeding ticket. I've never received a speeding ticket. I've never received a traffic ticket at all. Never a traffic ticket, never a fix-it ticket, nothing. And then this happened, and it wasn't my fault. I actually got him on camera admitting it was his fault because it was a red light. And things happen that just very unexpected. You could do everything right? Seatbelts, following the traffic laws, and then just out of nowhere, boom, hits you. You're like, wow. And then you have to make sure you have your stop loss in place, right? Everything. And it's the same with trading. You could do everything perfect. You could follow your trading plan. You could have all this risk management, but you understand things happen. You could be in a good trade and then a tweet comes out, or a random headline, or something that's just unexpected. We see it all the time. We see it more often than I'd like, to be honest, in these markets.
Yeah, 100%. We got that top of the hour coming up here in gold. Let's see if we get some volatility.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Are you still looking to get in gold?
Yeah, still looking here. Still looking. I don't mind getting right back into that same trade that I was in, but I want to let this volatility play out real quick. You seen anything in the Nasdaq?
No. We had that expansion move before slow markets, and now we're kind of just consolidating. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pullback down to like the mid 70s, and it's hard to sell this market because we're so strong, and it's also hard to buy it. So it's just being patient, waiting for a pullback, and that's all we could do here in the Nasdaq. But gold, kind of the same thing, right?
Yep.
It's the top of the hour right now, so let's see if we get that spike in volatility. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if we could get down to these 36, 37 level. 36, 37. I might just enter one, and then if we do get a decent sell-off down to where those 20s, I'd really like to get in for those longs in those 20s, because if we do get to 36 and I get long, my stop loss would be down in those 20s, and we know that saying, stop loss is a better entry. And
right.
Maybe that's just what.
Yeah, I'm happy I cut that so far.
Yeah, that was a good decision.
Not seeing what I liked there. And that's okay, traders, right? You can always get back into a trade, but if you're not seeing something that you like, you don't want to overanalyze every trade. But I saw a great setup from these highs if I was paying attention, and I would not be thinking about getting out of that trade where I was in long. So it's okay to cut that trade. Now we got a little bit of a bounce here. Give us some time for this 3-minute candle to close, but I may get back into Lewis long here.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to get some tunes going. Let me know if it's too loud. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Sounds good here.
Okay. Let's get a question. Coach Jay, Coach Dakota. I know nighttime is usually best for trading NASDAQ since there is no news, but how do you feel about trading in the mornings? So we don't just trade the NASDAQ at night. NASDAQ, gold. Jay, I know you look at a few other markets. I also am okay with trading news.
Yep. Trading in the morning, I think, is fine. It's where I kind of learned how to trade. Those markets just make a little bit more sense to me, right? There are times where I might be in a market, 1 minute into the open, just because there's a read that I made there. So I think whatever you do, try to find an approach to the markets, and then a time frame that you can apply that approach to the markets. If you're worried about the news and things like that, news is going to happen. It can happen at any time. I wouldn't let that dissuade you from trading a market at any time. Be careful of like the major headlines, all the planned headlines, but the unplanned stuff, we're never going to be able to control that.
Yeah, and my biggest suggestion when trading, say like at this time, it's, in my opinion, now everybody says there's always going to be traders that see it different. Maybe you could trade, it's less of a scalping market, right? Because of the lack of volatility. And that's why you'd see me use higher time frames, right? Daily, hourly, 5 minutes, and looking to hold on to trades longer. So a lot of the trades that I'm looking at in the slow market session, like right now and overnight, is going to take longer to play out compared to the New York session. New York session's like you're in and out within like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Holding a trade for 1 hour during the New York session is very, very long. It's considered that's a long trade for the New York session, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. Still no long here in gold, and now I'm thinking maybe, is this a short?
Is it in gold? You know what?
We do have that higher
rejecting
time
that
frame
level.
resistance.
Yeah, we are rejecting that level, Jay.
Yeah, this is a no trade right now.
No trade. Okay. Patience pays. Looking for those trades. If you'd look, you'd find one.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. Norse Flex says, how long have you been boxing? Has it helped with your trading or mentality? So I think things like boxing, going to the gym, running, boxing for me is more very, very therapeutic. As weird as it might sound, being getting punched in the face, or it's very physical, but I see it as therapy. It's like, okay, after a good sparring session or a good training session, I feel better. I feel good. Like maybe you have a bad day in the market, you just let it out on the heavy bag, or you have a good day in the market and then you just feel good and upbeat going there. So I think finding a way to do like a physical activity, right? If you can do something like physical that could help you with your mental, or yeah, I don't know. What do you feel about that, Coach? I know you play basketball, you go to the gym.
Oh yeah, all
has
the
that
time.
helped your trading or the psychological side of what you do?
All right, I'm long gold, long 3 micro gold, risking about $100. Same trade I was in before, but I do like the bounce off of this zone that we have here. Let's see if we can reclaim these VWAPs, and on the way up, I will. But yeah, I did a workout right after at the buzzer, and I think it's just necessary. Does it help with my trading? I think it just helps me be a person and just take care of everything. Right? We focus a lot on the financial side here with trading, but your physical health, your mental health, all that stuff, it all kind of it's one package, right? And I think taking care of one helps the other. I have to be honest, the physical side, I don't work out as much as I want to, so I try to play basketball as much as I can, but yeah, I don't think it can hurt, I'll say that, unless you get punched in the head too many times. But
yeah,
you keep your left up, Dakota. You're good.
Yeah. Hey, black eye's going away.
Hey.
Yeah, I have a headgear, right? Headgear.
There you go.
One of the most important things is always your health. Sometimes you'll get beat up every once in a while. Even when you're working, you might, roll an ankle, or even playing basketball, jam a finger. Who knows? There's always injuries when you're doing anything in sports. But I truly do believe that finding physical activity, being healthy, eating healthy, also leads to the mental health. And then all this combined, like I said, we are athletes. We're all athletes at the end of the day. And we might not be like the physical athlete to where we're out there performing physically, but we are mental athletes. We are performing mentally in these markets. We're competing against billion-dollar, trillion-dollar markets, right? We were joking yesterday or today in fast markets, like, oh yeah, what are you going to tell a girl if they ask you what your job is? And it's like, I usually say finance. It's like, well, we're essentially like liquidity providers, speculators in one of the world's biggest financial markets.
Right.
Right. We're an athlete of these markets.
Actually, active participant every day. We learned that in the series 3. These markets do not function without speculators, which is what we are. So we provide a very important service to the world.
Yeah, we do. We do. And it's very competitive. Very, very competitive.
Yes, it is.
The technology and everything today. So we have to be at the top of our game, especially when we're dealing with, you know, thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars too.
All right, let's clear this. Let's clear these 41s here in gold, and I may add to this trade. If we get a 3-minute candle close above 41.5, I will add to this.
Yep. I see you comment Noor's Flex. Shout out. Always appreciate any comments like that. Always make you feel good. Even if you don't trade during slow markets, love traders just tuning in, asking questions. There's no question too dumb, right? Never be shy or hesitant to ask questions. We're here to help. At the end of the day, we're here to help. Hopefully, be able to be a part of your journey. I like that long gold. I'm watching gold, and you're in from 40.3.
Yep. And I just added another 3, so I'm long 6. I'm gonna risk about the same. Still risking about $150 here, but long 6 currently. Looking to take out these highs. If we close above 45 on a 3-minute candle, I may add again to this trade, but stop would be in profit at that point.
Got it. Like it. And this is a combine, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm in this challenge with you and Baron. I started this combine the same week that you guys did. I started a couple of days earlier.
Okay.
But let's see if we can get this to an XFA and then maybe to a live account. I have to say, somebody called me out for not being a great trader. They said I sucked. They said I actually said I'm the worst trader ever, which I really don't believe. I've been trading pretty well in my personal account. So I am trying to replicate that trading on TopstepTV, and just, ignoring some of the noise and just taking good trades. So we'll see what we can do with these accounts. But a lot of my focus has been trading that personal account recently.
Fair enough. I respect that. Yeah, I've been trading with you, coaching with you for 2 years, man. And
yeah,
I seen you trade and how you trade your personal account. I've seen you make some really good call outs. Usually the psychological side and doing it in front of an audience is always the difficult part.
100%.
And I don't see that. We always could get better and improve in these different areas. But yeah, for sure. I'm going to be hosting Fast Markets tomorrow, actually, and that is my best trading time.
So we'll see. I may be taking some personal trades on the side, and we'll share those with you if we get some good ones.
Ooh.
Hey, yeah, chat. I don't care about what people say at the end of the day. I use it as motivation. I put it as a dartboard on my wall, and only problem is they're all anonymous, so I don't have any faces to tie the shitty comments to.
You have like a list of YouTube usernames on like your dartboard. Is that what's going on?
Right.
Yeah, that's the one thing is the negativity speaks the loudest. Big shout out to everybody who showed up for the trader meetup in Chicago. That was great. It really was eye-opening for myself, Coach Jay, where there's so many traders out there that tune in for slow markets that they don't even message in the YouTube chat. And they're like, man, I love your show. I'm not even active in the chat. And it just shows you, it's like 99% of audience members can have the best comments. And it's like, man, I love slow markets. I love what you guys are doing. I'm all for it. You've helped me. But then just like, 1% are just, lesser of a comment, right? Negative. And those are the ones that are always the loudest. So,
yeah, 100%.
I like really how you handled that one, man, where you're just like, yeah, thanks for watching. I enjoy you.
Hey.
See this trade I posted. I have a different opinion. right? That's all you could do.
Yeah, and really, like, and some of the people in chat says, just don't pay attention to it at all. We'll try to be conscious of that every once in a while. We have some fun, but really, Q Mendes just said it in the chat. I've made some of you guys better traders, and that's been my goal since I've been here, right? I don't want to say that I'm the best trader. My goal is to, help somebody with their journey, right? That's what I signed up to work with Topstep for. So I love when I hear that, right? I'm able to help somebody, then I can make some money on the side too.
Yeah. Yep. But
see if we get this break.
That's all that matters is helping. I like this long gold, Jay. I haven't joined you yet. I'm waiting for, if we could break through these 42.6s, I think we could get a nice run here.
Yeah. There was some volume that got absorbed at those highs. About 300 contracts traded in a second right at those highs. That range was 44.30 up to 45 evens. And that's why I got out of that initial trade. Because if those buyers got absorbed there, I'm a little worried. But they did prove that someone was buying up here. So let's see if they get some continuation.
Looks like we are breaking through those 42s. Yeah, I see that big contracts getting filled. Man, there was a lot of big contracts we watched get filled during fast markets.
Man, were there? That was size getting thrown around everywhere.
Yeah, it was.
1,500 lots in the Nasdaq is crazy.
Yeah, followed by like 500 and 500s. Hedging, maybe. Who knows? Well, futures are typically a hedging instrument, right?
Yep.
So maybe people bought the dip. Now they were just hedging.
Hey, that could be it, right? That's a pretty big hedge, right? That's a let's make all-time highs hedge.
That's that's a huge.
In case we don't.
Yeah. Well, what is it? That's 1,500 contracts. Let's do some fun trader math here. 1,500 contracts in the Nasdaq, and it's $20 a point. That's $30,000 per point.
Yep. Yeah, I got you here. I'm gonna pull up a Quant Tower real quick. Let me see if I can do this.
Okay. Yeah, let's see this. Let's see this.
Where is it? Why is it not coming over? Oh, hold on one second.
Yeah, $30,000 a point.
All right, you guys should be able to see my Quant Tower screen now. I'll take my executions off for the day. All right. If we had I have it on 1,500 contracts right now.
Okay.
This entire move is about $3 million. Less than 100 points is $3 million with 1,500 contracts on.
Oof. Makes me feel like a small fish.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
I'm like an afterthought with a 1,500 lot. And to think that just might be their hedge.
I know.
Right? Like, these markets are huge.
Yeah, we are very small. Look at your gold trade, Coach Jay. It's working out.
It's working.
It's working out pretty well. I've sat here and it's been like, do I join you? Do I join you now? Now it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And,
all right, so I am going to manage just a little bit. We'll take some off if we take a couple off here. We get a pullback.
Going to join you if we break through these 45s.
Nice.
And I'm in one.
Okay. Micros or minis?
A mini.
There
we go. There's my mini. My stop's down at 37.5. Let's see if we could get through these 45.1. I think we could have just a nice burst through into those mid 40s. Not looking for anything too crazy. We have that pivot high from the New York session, and that's what we're bouncing up against. There's a lot of contracts getting filled there. Like, look at the DOM.
Not a lot sitting either, right? So let's just trade through them.
Yeah, there's 600 at 45 evens. So some volume. If we break through, then nice little trade.
Yeah, that's a lot of absorption there, though. Yeah, that's weird. There's definitely an iceberg order up there at these 45 even. So 641 contracts traded there, and 616 of that is positive delta. So somebody's just capping that area with some sells. They just keep refreshing their sell order. Hopefully they're done selling soon and they can just let us run here. but that's interesting to see there.
Yeah, I got my finger on the close button. I'm seeing it pick up a little bit now. See the little, the DOM. Yeah, you'll have like little spikes of volatility every once in a while. I have my finger on the close position. I don't mind making $300 loss. Close it early if we can't get out.
I moved my stop on the rest of that to a little bit above break even, just in case we do get a quick little flush here. I'm back down to 3.
Okay, where's your stop loss at?
42.
42 even. Okay, I like that. That's stuck just below this. You know, we might come back down and test this level. These 42 to 42.4, 42.2. Man, I really did sell that high, or I really did buy that high.
Let's see if this what is that put price? Is that 42.6? 42.6 holds. I may add back into this. Joby, can I speak about the anchor VWAPs? Yeah, for sure. Let's let this trade play out a little bit. Dakota, if you want to switch over to my screens, I can kind of show.
Yeah, of course.
What I was looking at. Okay, so a couple of lines I have on my chart here, Joby. This first red line down here, we're actually going to make that one orange. So get that out of here. This is VWAP from the full session, right? The second VWAP that I did have on the screen that you guys saw, I anchored one to the Asia session open, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then this other one is what I had from the high. So the reason I cut this trade initially is because when that volume came in and I'm out there, I'm out of that trade.
I'm out. I got out too. Yep.
You got out?
Minus
Nice.
200, so I'm scratched for the session.
Okay. When we didn't push above this VWAP from the high of the day is when I cut the trade and said better trade location could be this full session VWAP, as long as this volume that came in here held, right? So we came down, I was looking for this price to held VWAP, and now I'm back in. We can see that VWAP from this previous high is now holding, so my stop probably could have gone under there. I may get back into this trade. But I don't like that absorption at the highs, Dakota. 600 contracts trading at that price is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it looks like that there was a lot trading earlier too.
Yeah.
Because it's just a flat, right at 45 evens. I do like the longs though. I do like the longs.
I do too. Let's see. At this point, I think I don't know if I want to get back in long until we close above that high. Just because it keeps showing the rejection. It could work though.
I got back in.
Okay.
In. I'm gonna get into 2. I got in at one at 41.9, and I just got into another one. Average price 43.2. So I'm back in with 2 contracts, 2 minis. I'm trading minis. Let's see if we could get that breakout now. Considering moving my stop just below that pivot right there, these 41.6. If we do get a breakout, I'm going to instantly move my stop to 41.5. I have my finger on the close button.
You back in 2?
Yeah, I'm in 2. Yep, I got into 1 down here at 42, added another one as we started to get that nice buyers coming in. But I'm not liking this. I'm not liking it's just taking too much time, I think.
Let's see.
There's that.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm wanting to see.
This looks all right. They just need to step in and buy it again.
What did Hook say? They
Everybody get out
initiative
and
buyers
push.
or
Initiative buyers? Yeah, we need some aggressive buyers here.
Yeah, buyers need to get initiative. We need to take out those 45s. Yeah, we failed again to hold above those 444s. Someone says, honestly, it looks like it's gonna rip. I mean, that's why I'm in it. Considering belling, and then I could get back in a third time if we get back up and test that. That's my thought process. I'm thinking everything out loud. I could get out for scratch and get back in if we get above 444.3.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like what is holding us down here. We got a 30 lot here at 44 evens. It's not a whole lot of size.
No, we're not seeing any volatility here tonight in gold. I gotta change this music though.
Not the vibe. Not the vibe we were looking for.
No. There you go. Music has been changed. Let's get my finger back over that close position button. There's been times where I've had to like do something and I turned my head and then market moved. Jobless claims tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, they moved that order up. They were at 44 evens with 30 lots. Now they're at 44.30.
Yeah, that's the level I need us to get above. 44.30 is the level I want us to get above.
If I was a 100 lot trader, Dakota, I'd just market buy it for you and push it up here.
I like this trade still. This is still
me too.
A good trade. It's the fact that we're not just completely selling off is good, that we held those 42s. That's why I got back in. No volume, everyone waiting. Yeah. We are waiters. Patient. The only thing I would even consider adding if we break through that. But I think two's fine.
Arthur Gill wants to know who I voted for. I'm only going to say until after the competition's over.
Okay.
I voted for Dakota.
For Baron.
I voted for Dakota.
After the competition's over, and then you said it.
It's okay. It's okay.
I voted for
I've known him longer.
Fair. That's fair enough. Mine is, I think people are sleeping on actually how good of a trader Baron actually is.
He's amazing. He really is. Like, I mean, and he's just a good dude too, right? Like, you know,
yeah.
We talked to Baron a lot in Chicago, and you know those videos are going to come out soon. But just he cares about people. He's and he's a good trader. There were some times we were hanging out in the house in Chicago. The TV team came over and we were just like eating pizza and whatever. And Baron was sitting in the corner. I'm like, "Yo, are you trading right now?" He's like, "Yeah." He shows me his phone. He's up 15 grand, and I'm like. He's like just sitting in the corner quiet by himself and quietly up 15 grand in a trade. So he's you got a competitor there against you, Dakota.
Yeah. No, I mean, one of the first person to message me after I posted my car getting in car wreck was Baron. He messaged me like, "Hey, hope you're okay. Glad you're okay."
Yeah, so, and he's a young dude too, right? Like he's 26? 26, making some good money right now. We all have to have a little bit of healthy ego in doing this. He lets it come out, but I think a lot of times, Chet, he's putting on a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun to go back and forth and that competitiveness, right? I mean, it's like we could be friends off the court, but on the court, we're going at it.
Exactly.
And Gold's testing the
trade here.
4.3s.
They moved it up somewhere. We got 17 right at these highs here.
All right, let's get through this. If we break out, I could adjust and manage my risk. He's 26 and living the dream. Oh, yeah. Someone says, I'm sound shaky. Nope. I'm still confident in my capabilities, but it doesn't mean I can't give credit what it's due. I have always and always will give credit and respect to people and where it is due. I don't hate anybody. There we go. We just tagged 44.44. Move my stop loss a little bit. Worst case scenario, I'll take a $500 loss. And I'll just keep tightening it up.
for YMMGC MBT, Dow Micro Gold Bitcoin. I guess that's your name. Put a link in the chat for you here. Come on the show. Come trade with us.
Yeah, glad you're watching. Hopefully you're here for a reason. Ask questions, learn a thing or two.
All right, so this absorption at these highs, again, 641 contracts traded at that 34.45 price, positive 616 delta. So there are, and we're just going with the assumption we don't know what any, we don't know the intentions of the market participants when we're reading volume, but there are some buyers up here, and if they were buying to open, they're still underwater in that position, right? If they were buying to close because they were short and just covering shorts, then maybe not such a big deal, but there might be some buyers up here that need price to go higher for their position to work out. So we'll see if they give any support to this move here.
They're trying to support. I mean, I feel like we're going over ticks right now, but
yeah,
we're fighting ticks. We're fighting for the ticks. But I like this. It's set up for a breakout. Let's just say if I'm in a direction, I'm happy to be long. It's with the trend, and yeah.
Any management yet here, Dakota? Or you still leaving it? For
no management right now until we break through. If we break through 45. If we break through 45, gotcha, then my management is moving my stop loss to just below this pivot at 41.6, or maybe even now that we've made a little bit of support there at 43 evens, might consider just moving my stop loss right up there. It's not break even. I'm moving it there for a reason, because there's a level of support here on the 100 tick. Move it to like maybe 42.6. And then I also have my finger on the close button to where it's like, you know what? I'm just going to bail because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. And these markets are very slow tonight. I mean, if you believe this, we've already been live for an hour. And we are intensely focused on these little ticks in gold. But yeah, thinking about this in reality, talking about the copy trading, and this is why I say copy trading, and the best thing of copy trading that I see is more of the psychological side, because I could easily be long 10 minis, right? It's the same thing, being long 10 minis, but psychologically, you're only looking at 2, and you're only looking at fluctuations of like $100. But it's actually times 5, right? So for me, it's the psychological benefit for traders to see the smaller P&L versus the bigger.
For sure.
Time flies here. Yeah, jamming out to some music, watching the ticks of the market, seeing some volatility coming in now. Yep. Bottom of the hour. See how the DOM is starting to move a little more.
20 lots at that high. Still like this trade.
Oh, we're going back up there. Yeah, I'm liking this one now. That's what I'm wanting to see. I'm going to tighten my stop loss up, risking 360. Bumping up against that high. Lots of contracts getting filled at 45.
Yeah, they're just absorbing everything now. 742 traded there, positive 716 delta. So
yeah,
someone is just
stop loss to break.
Oh, there
There's
we
go.
Get
the break.
Out of the way.
Yep.
Get out of the way.
Risking $80. Let's get out of the way. Let's get this. Let's get some follow through now. Solid breakout. Now I'm just gonna actively manage this. I want to see follow through, not a rejection.
Hey, great job getting back into this, Dakota.
Thank you.
And Indoor E-Gamer, congrats on passing your first combine. Trade well in that XFA. No rush to get to the money. Just take good setups. Take good trades. Congrats, though.
Nice. Nice. I'll do my hashtag slow markets. I see there's a few of them there. I need to manage this trade first. So this trade comes first before I do any of that stuff. But we're holding above 45. I like it. No crazy rejection yet. Worst case scenario, I'm down 80 bucks on this trade. Stop loss is at 42.8. Yeah, so this is session highs, right? Highest we broke through. This is that we broke through 9 session highs. This is the New York session highs too. August highs. This is the highest gold's ever been in August.
Interesting.
Monthly highs.
30 lot here now at these highs. 78 contracts traded there on the first trip. Looking good, man. Nice job getting back into this trade. I kind of got caught up in watching the show. I had an opportunity to get back in as well, but hey, it's a good trade.
Yeah, let's see. We need to hold above those 45s. We're not getting much of a follow through here, man. Not that we would normally get. All right, I'm out. I'll take the 200 bucks. Unfortunately, that is not what I want to see. Not worth the risk. So, green is green. If we do get that continuation, so be it. Unfortunately, that was not a breakout. That was very, very sad example. We might still get that continuation up higher, but that's not what you want to see in a breakout. A breakout is a breakout, and you get the momentum and run stops. So, hey, green is green.
Hey, you got back to green. Dakota, real quick, show that 45 price on your DOM, just so the chat can see how much volume you got traded there. Somebody asked, how do you know that's absorption? 700 contracts traded at one price, right? I don't know how many contracts we've traded so far in gold. Okay, we've traded 18,000 contracts since gold opened. 760 of those contracts traded at one tick. So that's absorption.
Yeah, look at the DOM. See all these are like 70s, maybe 100. I'll look at all these double digits, right? And then we scroll up, and then you can see, 700. That's a big order.
Yeah. And then if you could switch over to my screen real quick, I just want to show one more thing. I have a Quant Tower DOM up here, and one thing, and we're looking to get this in Topstep X, but you see this delta number right here, positive 712. So what that means is 712 of the contracts that got traded at that price were market order buys. And before we got that little breakout that we had, they kept getting stopped at that price, right? So if you want to find trapped buyers, when that was the high, there's some buyers in here, and maybe not all of them, but there's some market order buyers who were in this zone here that are looking for price to go higher if we assume that they bought to open. So now same thing at these highs up here now at 46, 78 contracts traded, all positive delta. Maybe some of that was short covering or getting out of a short, but there are likely some buyers in here. And if they don't get what they want, bad buyers become good sellers. So just reading the price action from there. But good stuff, Dakota. Nice trade.
Yeah. And I'm out of it. It's not worth the risk now because we had that nice breakout run of stops, and we didn't really get the follow through that gold's usually known for, right? Gold could go, right? Gold could move on I don't want to say a normal night, but typically, I'd say normal. We'll see more volatility here in gold. It's just too slow, and we were hanging around these highs for too long. The chance of us, failing and pushing back down. So ending slow markets in the green is well worth it. Now, if I look back at gold, then it starts just popping off. Then it's like, it's unfortunate. Then maybe I could just take note, like, okay, even though it was just slow to break out, it was slow markets. Being patient, like we said, but yeah, I'm fine with it. Just gotta be fine with that decision. Be interesting to see how it plays out, though. take a look at the NASDAQ, and then I'm going to do this hashtag slow markets. NASDAQ, well, we got exactly what I was kind of expecting. We got that, well, after that nice expansion, right? Expansion. Then we get this contraction, this flagging pattern, it looks like. And so maybe we do consolidate for a little bit longer and then have a breakout and maybe another expansion into those 500s. Wouldn't be surprising. Now, let's get to these hashtag slow markets. So we got Market Trends ES. Combines 11 to 15. Round 3, day 1, plus $2,500. Great work. Love to see it. Love to see that. And then we have Martin Carls. Martin Carls. Like this. Look at this.
Show my screen, Dakota. You showing your? Show your screen. Showing mine.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good catch. Thanks, Jay. But look at this. Martin Carlisle.
Carlisle.
I'm not as good as the Day Show team with pronouncing names, but yeah, Funded Trader. Just want to shout out and say thanks. You know, the Top Step coaches were instrumental in my milestones. Wow.
Great stuff. Martin's in the chat right now. Great trading, Martin. Congrats.
Great trading. Carlisle. Okay. Carlisle. And here goes the NASDAQ. See if we get that expansion move out of the NASDAQ. Take a peek at gold. Doing nothing. Starting to sell off. Glad. That always makes you happy when you make a decision and the market tells you that was the right decision.
Yeah, nice out there. For Mike Hansen in the chat, so it says we need level 2. You don't need it. I trade it. I'm a volume nerd, and everything I do is based on volume, so I can't trade without it. But you do not need it. You could very easily trade without it.
Oh yeah, you see me take that gold trade without it?
Yep. Peter Schaap short gold right now.
Yeah, we're not really going anywhere. Anything. Let's see, NASDAQ, nothing much. NASDAQ might be getting ready to make a move through those 500s. Possible gold or possible NASDAQ long, to be honest, if we could break through this into the 500s. I'm a little slow to pull the trigger.
Huh. I didn't even see that. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, a long
Wasn't
here.
I looking for... Did I cancel those bids that I did. I would have never gotten filled, but I did have some bids in at 462. We got down to 480, so I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. Buy the dip market, so Dakota. When are we making all-time highs?
Buy the dips. We will make all-time highs. Today's Wednesday. I'd say next week.
Next week.
That's not financial advice. This is purely a guess.
That is pure speculation.
Pure speculation. There's Top
The
Step risk
purest form of
disclosure in the
speculation.
YouTube chat.
Richard Harris, I did not see your call out. I saw you you screaming at yourself in the market. But I'm assuming that you're long. So nice trade.
Always.
Nice trade so far.
Nice breakout here in the NASDAQ.
What about everyone else, chat? What trades are you guys in right now?
What a move. What a move. Go through that. 50 lot or more unsub. Nick, we're over there. Oh, he retracted it. He retracted it. I screenshotted. Too late, Nick. Too late, Dobie. Come on, 4 points up. We're fighting over ticks here in the slow markets. It's the slowest or unsub. Okay, that's
Dolby time. When are we getting Dolby on slow markets? Right? Did we sign the contract yet?
I'm waiting for him. He ghosted me, man.
He said I'll have my people call your people, and then they never called.
No, he ghosted me. I offered dinner, lunch, and just ghosted. Can't afford me, to be honest. I got a bag of Doritos. Ranch. Cool ranch, too.
Cool ranch. The big bag.
I gotta go car shopping
size.
now.
Yeah, you think you get another Honda?
I don't know, man. It's been a while since I even bought a car. I've had that since 2018. 2019, whatever. So I've had it for 6 years. I've had it for a while. What kind of car should I get? I'm not gonna buy anything fancy. It's like a daily commuter.
You want like a car or like a crossover kind of SUV?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Definitely not a Lambo or.
Oh no, get an X5.
Definitely a Honda. Another Civic. Should I get another Honda Civic? An X5. What is an X5?
It's a BMW.
Okay. Not bad. I'm gonna.
Or an X6.
Should I let Slow Markets chat determine my next car?
Oh, I don't know. That could be dangerous.
That could be dangerous. Ooh. But that sounds like it'd be fun. Look at all the BMWs, Lexus.
People hate BMW in the chat.
Okay, definitely not a Kia. Definitely not a Kia. It's not gonna be a Kia.
What's wrong with Kias?
My old
Kia
Honda
K5 is a nice car. Oh, look at gold here picking up now.
There's gold picking up some steam now. Yeah. That got chat going. Subaru, Lexus, Kia. Your next car is a boat. Type R. A Bentley. I don't even know what I'm into when it comes to anything other than old school muscle cars. No, my Honda Civic's not totaled. It's still drivable. It's just, do I really want to go through all that headache of waiting for it to get fixed up? And yeah, chat's so fast now. Ask them my car. Tesla. Lots of people shouting out Teslas. Try a Schwinn. 2025. Tesla's overrated and too mainstream. I want something I could change my own oil on. Come on.
Richard Harris, I did go back and check the tape. Did call out 480s in the Nasdaq. Nice trade. Quality over quantity with the chat. Like I said, I saw you typing in there, and I pay attention to most of the chat. You guys, we read a lot more than what you think. It's also kind of hard to do this while we're on air trying to take trades, pay attention to everybody. We have 1,500 people here, and not try to be losers in these trades. So nice call with those 480s.
Factory 5. I'm looking at some of these. Factory 5. Build your own roadster. I don't want a roadster, dude, guys. I don't.
Cybertruck?
No.
These things are, I mean, sorry to anyone in the chat that owns one. Those are the ugliest cars on the road right now.
Yeah, I'm a Mopar kind of guy. Gold's having a hard time breaking out.
Yeah, it is.
Look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq's slow. It's just slow markets tonight. No Cybertruck. I won't get one. Honda. Okay, there's Dobie. Honda HRV. Not a full bed. Dodge Ram. No. Yeah. Let's see what shout out what Dobie. Honda HRV. Let's take a look at that.
Cybertruck looks like an unrendered car from a video game.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Mopar or no car? I tell you what, that Honda Civic.
The new one?
No, the one that.
The one you had?
I mean, it drove off like nothing even happened. Like, it's just like, all right, just totaled the car and then just drove off like it was nothing.
Yeah, that's a.
And I've had
they're
that
built
car
well.
for so long, and it's like I've never had any issues. I've changed the tires on it, and that's it. Of course, oil change tires over what 6 years, no
Yeah.
issues. Man, I mean, you can't get a better car than getting like 35 miles a gallon the entire time.
You know what was the most fun car I've ever driven? An E63. I rented one in San Diego when I was out there for like a week or so after a wedding. Very fun car to drive. I don't know if I would ever own it, but very fun car to drive.
E63 AMG?
Yeah, I don't think they make them anymore, but
All right.
it's a fun car to drive. Wouldn't buy it though. You rent it, have your fun, and then give it back.
Yeah, so
Somebody else's problem.
I like that. Yeah, that's a nice car. It's a nice car. Richard Harris knows me, like that 1970s Plymouth Cuda. Yeah, I'm gonna do some car shopping, and I might give Slow Markets chat like 4 cars to pick from and let them choose. But I gotta pick the first 4 cars, and it's like, okay, these are the options I'm looking at. All right, chat, you pick. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna pick out some cars based off the chat suggestion. I'm gonna find 4 decent ones, and then I will let chat pick.
Tell me another trading influencer that's doing what Dakota's about to do right now. Pick my next car.
Give away my car. Okay, needs. I think what I'll probably do, Jay, is just I'll let, since it's that guy's fault, I'll let him just fix it up. I'll just send it, fix it. If they'll pay for everything, I'll get a new car, and then I don't know what I'll do with that Honda Civic. When car giveaway? Just trying to get me to give away the Honda.
Steel Jack Sienna. The blacked out Sienna.
Someone says, how did I open up 2 charts like this? Up on the top right hand side, there is a select layout. Select layout right there. There it is. On my chart, see? Top right hand side, select layout. You can have your layout set up. You get fancy with it.
You know, you got to hit up Dakota. Haven't seen him around in a while, but Ferrari Phil. Ask him what he has.
Ferrari Phil.
Ask him what he has for you.
Sell me a Ferrari for sure. I honestly, I have not thought about buying a car for so long other than old Mopars. Now that I'm starting to think about it, it's such a headache. What if I just go get another Honda Civic? Same thing.
Hey, just get the same exact car. Change the color.
Or is that boring?
I mean, now that you have an opportunity to get in something else, I think take the opportunity. But if you don't really care, you just need something to get around. It's not a bad idea. My parents do that. My parents have bought I think 5 Ford Edges, just because they're reliable. They drive them around everywhere. They don't care if they get beat up, and they just keep going back to the same car. Just get a new one every time.
Yeah, they're just so reliable. I've never had to take it into the shop. Like I said, all I've ever done to that car is tires and then oil change. That's it.
You need a new Jaguar, Lefty says.
Someone says, I love my Ford Bronco. But I gotta think about gas mileage. Gas mileage, chat. NASDAQ just keeps going. Just no pullbacks. No pullbacks here in the... No pullbacks at all.
Yeah, not at all. Are we going to be seeing, I'm trying to think. I'm hosting Fast Markets tomorrow. Who's on Fast Markets tomorrow? Chike. Back. Chike was pretty nice call outs. If you didn't see Chike last week on Fast Markets, called out some pretty damn good trades.
Okay. On the accord, I have at least 6 accords. Gee, man. GK is legit. Factory 5 Cobra. Factory 5 Cobra. Life short to drive a boring car. But I don't spend much time in the car. I just drive to a location and then that's where the fun starts.
Yeah, I'm leasing my car right now, and I probably drive it 3 times a week, 4 times a week. No,
Oh,
not
really?
very much at all.
You
Yeah,
lease it on Toro? Or
no. I'm saying I'm like I don't know that I would buy the car.
oh, okay.
The car I have is a lease, but I barely drive it.
Makes sense. Okay. You know what I should do is I should probably take out a loan against this before before it gets in the books. Insurance. Yeah, clean title, no wreck. I don't even know how much it's worth. I gotta Kelly Blue Book that. Show me the Carfax. Show me the Carfax. I think that's about it, man. I'm not seeing anything else here. NASDAQ's doing nothing. Gold just flatlined. Still just hovering in the same spot it has for the past hour. Up $147. I can't argue with that with the way that these markets have been tonight. Remember, it's hump day. It's Wednesday. This is Thursday's price action. Still a long week ahead. Not much going on in terms of news. We have some Australia imports, exports that just came out. Tomorrow we do have the initial jobless claims, which can bring some volatility, and then some Fed speakers. Of course, more earnings calls. It's earnings season, and it's random headlines, right? We talked about tariffs. We still have the tariff deadline coming out on August 11th. Is that going to be, pushed out further? Who knows? But anything else that you are seeing going into tonight and tomorrow, Coach Jay, before we end it here?
No, if you could pull up my chart real quick. I don't remember the trader who asked why I had some of the zones mapped out that I did. So one thing you'll see me do every day is I'm going to map out the first 30-minute candle of this session. So, this was in gold. So let's go over to gold. I'm going to map out the first 30 minutes. So 6 p.m. Eastern time to 6:30. I'll map that out. We have VWAP attached there. That's this orange line. And then when I go down to a shorter time frame, which is a 3-minute, I'm going to map out any high volume candles that I see and see how the market responds to that, right? So we had this high volume at the highs. I'm going to map that one out. We have the Asia session open, which is this orange candle here. A lot of times you're going to get some overlap. So I'd probably, once I have this one, I'll take this off. And now this is my frame of reference for the trade going forward. But just mapping out session opens and high volume.
Session opens and high volume. And that's just something consistent that you do every single day.
Every day.
Like clockwork.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, every day.
I like that. Well, thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Slow markets as always. I love having you on. Always a pleasure. Always fun talking about these markets, regardless of whether the markets are moving or it's slow like this. Like we say, time goes by so fast when we're sitting here trading and having and enjoying, answering questions, learning. Let's let this be another good session tonight and tomorrow. And got
some green on the screen too, which is good.
Yeah, green on screen for both of us. And,
you're almost there, Dakota.
Good luck hosting the fast markets. It gets a little crazy there.
Man.
It gets a little crazy,
yeah.
But you're an amazing host.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I got to drink an extra cup of coffee, get my Andre energy up, but we'll see what we can do.
No one can match Andre's energy.
Not at all.
No one. Man, Andre is the GOAT of hosting. So, all right, everybody, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.